What's up, man? Like, subscribe, hit the notifications bell so you'll be notified every time I upload. Preseason NBA, man. You gotta love it. Be safe. Research as much as possible. Stay on top of the news. We went through this yesterday in yesterday's video. Stay on top of the news as much as you can. Let's see. Let me pull up a screen for you guys. Yeah, so I'll get to the bottom of this. If for my people on the books, now, like I said, like subscribe, hit the notification bell just in case. I mean, no matter where you're watching this at, whether you're on Facebook, watching it on Twitter, watching it on YouTube, whatever the case may be, give me a like or whatever case that is. Yeah, so if you don't know how to get there from the books, for my people who play in the books, we got PrizePicks. We got, even if you're playing DFS, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But if, here's how you get there. Once again, from your homepage, go to basketball. That's how you get, and then from your homepage, it's all sports, still basketball, and bam, NBA preseason games. All right. Now, we don't have any totals out right now. It's pretty early. I did post a couple tickets last night. I hit a 2-pick, but my 5 picks, I did 3 of them, and the one I didn't post, it hit. It happened to hit. But stick it to the most highest usage players, and then just having a little hunch, not a hunch, but knowing rotations and lineups can help you find other players. I was on Murphy yesterday, and for some reason he didn't play, and I'm kind of glad he didn't play, man. I probably would have bombed on that pick, but it is what it is. I post them on Twitter, on Facebook, on even right here on the comments, in the community section here on YouTube where I can make posts. I just all I can say is have your notifications on, and it is what it is. Like I said, I always talk about margins and things like that. I mean, I talk about them, I like them, but NBA, I like to live bet unless I see a huge edge with a full team's roster. These deeper teams tend to be better when you're betting on them. I can't stress this enough. No matter if you're coming out losing or whatever the case may be, these deeper teams, when you're betting games, these deeper teams can carry out a lead, can help finish off a blowout. You just got to know you got to know your personnel and cram those guys together. All right. Especially when halftime and when you're checking out these beat writers and you're getting information and the starter's supposed to play XYZ amount of minutes, you can just about look at the minutes and calculate how many minutes that they played, how many minutes they expect to play before they put in these bombs, man. You got to put all this shit together. Like, if you caught that last video, I'll give you a few apps just to keep, even if you're out on the go or whatever the case may be, there's some apps out there that can help you with this process. So, it's a lot. It's a lot. If you're not about that shit, don't even bet. But either way it goes, Cleveland Cavaliers at Philadelphia 76ers. Not a lot of news out right now. You have to be glued to Twitter. I can't trust this enough. But Cleveland Cavaliers. We don't have any totals out right now, so sliding over here to PrizePicks. I keep telling you guys, PrizePicks is definitely a decent site now. My favorite thing to bet here is 2 picks. You'll get 2 picks no matter what 2 picks you take. It's equivalent to a plus 200 on the books. So all my people that's playing, that's here from the books, you know what I'm talking about. If you know your odds, you know what I'm talking about. James Harden, Joel Embiid, and PJ Tucker didn't play last game. I'd expect them to play this game. So I probably have to temper my expectations till I get some news out. If I get Joel Embiid, news out, what I'm saying, then last game I was on Paul Reed. This game I probably won't be on him, man. I probably won't be on him. Montrezl Harrell was, he played an okay game last game, and Tyrese Maxey, I didn't expect him to do what he did. He was okay last game, but it is what it is. So I think, I'm just going to wait and see who's going to be in and out, because it's going to be limited minutes either way it goes for, all this, for whatever production we try to get out of these players. So, knowing who's in and out is pretty vital. And I don't know who this is texting me earlier this morning, but it is what it is. On the Cleveland side, another situation where I'm trying to figure out who's going to be in and out. I'll tell you one thing, man. We made on the books, we made so much money off Cleveland. Cleveland looks very, very good. I'm going to be rooting for Cleveland this year again. Man, I'm glad. So, man, they were covering more than the covers on your bed last year in the beginning of the season. So, man, I'm loving them. And then, so we won't have any. Mobley should be out. Rubio should be out. Who else we got here? Let me see something. Let me move this up. So Mobley should be out. Rubio should be out. So, they dealing with some nice, Donovan Mitchell, I'd imagine they want to ramp these guys up. I would imagine to get some chemistry together. Allen, he's got a tough matchup versus Embiid today. So I don't know. In limited minutes, I don't think I'll be messing with him. He might. I'm an overs guy. So if Embiid plays, and so in limited minutes, it's a possibility that he could be an under guy. You know what I'm saying? So that's something to look at there. Because I'm always talking about overs, man. I don't know how to go. I don't even know how to fuck with an under right now. But like I said, Jared Allen, there'll be no Mobley. Karis LeVert coming in off the bench. Kevin Love might slide on over. The bench looking, Rubio was playing some good ball. This team looks great, man. Robin Lopez, this team looks very good to me, man. Okoro, Neto, Mobley. We'll see, though. We'll see. All we have right now on PrizePicks is points. I need news before I can make any decisions on any lines or whatever the case may be. We don't have any lines out. All right. So, Darius Garland should have a good matchup. The guards on neither side, Maxey, Harden, Garland, Mitchell, neither one of these guys are great defenders. So, they could probably put up some points. Don't see Mitchell here. I just, maybe they're not done putting more picks on this card. We just have to see. We'll have to see, man. So those are some thoughts on, some of these players right there. Furkan Korkmaz, 9.5. He could probably be depending on how many minutes these starters playing and stuff like that. Korkmaz, he could be an underplay. An under candidate. We'll have to see. I can't take into consideration what they did last game because, like I said, they were missing the highest usage players on the team. Joel Embiid and guys like that didn't play. But to sum things up, 20 minutes for Paul Reed, 10 points. Maxey 13. Maxey had 20 points in 13 minutes. Let's see. Korkmaz, he had 15 points. He could really stroke the three-pointer. He hit 2 threes. He took 12 shots. Champagne, he took 10 shots. D'Anthony Melton, they got D'Anthony Melton. He took 10 shots. Like I said, Tyrese Maxey and Harris. Harris took 7 shots. So, the few additions that they added, Montrezl Harrell had 10 points in 11 minutes. So they actually added some depth. I'm liking what they done here. This is going to be an interesting game, guys. This is going to be an interesting game here. It's going to be an interesting game. It definitely is. It will be. I see some depth on the bench for both teams. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe they update the card, put some more people out. We'll see. Next game we're going to talk about here, Indiana Pacers at Charlotte Hornets here. I know I was reading something on Twitter. Let's get this shit out the way first. From Jeremiah Robinson, Rick Carlisle referenced the short preseason and Wednesday's game against Charlotte. He said he's going to play his guys and play to win. All right, so I guess play them, play to win. It is what it is. And then you got Charlotte Hornets. I read a piece from Rod Boone on his Twitter. Rod Boone, beat writer. Gordon Hayward and Cody Martin are listed as doubtful for tomorrow's game against Indiana. Steve Clifford said they are being overly cautious with both, and they likely could play, but the Hornets feel there's no reason to push either in the preseason, so they won't play. And then you couple that with the fact that both of these teams, Indiana Pacers led, with Halliburton running the show, they were putting up points. Okay, so it was, just like Halliburton said in an interview that I was watching on Twitter, he was just saying yesterday, or maybe the day before yesterday, they don't have a problem with scoring. So we'll see. All right. But we do know they were putting up points last year after the trade. They have Miles Turner back. And then Charlotte Hornets. There's a lot of rumbling between the Indiana Pacers with Miles Turner and Buddy Hield being on the trade block, but we just have to wait and see. Now on the Charlotte Hornets side, these guys, they roster. Miles Bridges just did that shit. He dumb as hell, man. And ain't no telling. I'm not here to talk about that, but ain't no telling how long he been doing that stupid ass shit, man. That's crazy. Either way it goes, man. So the highest usage players we're gonna get here is gonna be Terry Rozier, LaMelo Ball, and Kelly Oubre. All right, Kelly Oubre. These guys are gonna be shooting early and often. If we get Kelly Oubre on the books, then he's gonna be a candidate. We know he's a microwave. I don't know if they're gonna put him out there. So they did play a preseason game here. Let me give you a little bit of information from the last game here versus Boston Celtics. All right, so let me see. I'm sorry, guys. I should have had this shit pull up. So 23 minutes for PJ Washington, 25 from Ball, 24 from Rozier, 21 from Kelly Oubre. Now, usage. Kelly Oubre took 11 shots. He was 6 for 11. LaMelo Ball, 5 for 19. And Terry Rozier, 4 for 13. Jaden McDaniels off the bench, he might have started. Don't quote me on that. He was 5 for 7 from the field. Smith for 4 for 9. And those were the highest. Oh, James Bouknight, he'll come out there and take some shots too. He was 1 for 9. All right, so highest usage players, these guys pop up on the books. They pop up on PrizePicks, and you got the highest usage players from this game, a few of them from this game. Chris Duarte, LaMelo Ball. I don't know if I'm going to fuck with Miles Turner. Miles Turner, but, this Charlotte team defensively versus the bigs, they must have added some more people to the list. Let me see. Yeah, so either way it goes, 10.5 points from LaMelo, from Terry Rozier and LaMelo Ball being the highest usage players on the team. These guys should be in line to hit that. The only way with anybody, the only way they're gonna not get there is, they're just shooting bricks. And I'm not scared of the defensive backcourt that Indiana's throwing out there. So and then vice versa. I mean, Terry Rozier and LaMelo Ball, not too many guys to be scared of. So you're gonna have Chris Duarte and Buddy Hield on the other side for what we have right now. 11.5 and 12.5 points. It's not out of the realm of possibilities for these two guys either. So I can see instances where you could take four of these guys and put them on the card. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to LaMelo Ball, Duarte, and Buddy Hield. Every chance Buddy Hield get, he's going to stroke it. But if he's not hot, his ass is not going to get there. He's not hot from behind the arc. He's not going to get there. The usage should be there. Halliburton should be out there trying to, distribute the ball. We will see. All right, we'll see. We will see. But all those guys are playing for me, truthfully. And that's what we have right now. Aside in this one here, I might be looking at a total in this one here. Will probably be over, probably. I don't know. We'll see. We see. I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to pinpoint. Next game on the docket, we got Toronto Raptors at Boston Celtics. No over-under in this one. Boston are the favorite. Both of these teams have one game under their belt. And, yes, both of these teams, Toronto, you got to watch Toronto this year. They're a tad bit deeper. No, I would say. But they're giving I would imagine Nick Nurse is going to give some people some more time this year, playing time. Nick Nurse will go out there and just run them. He'll go out there and run them, all right? So we don't have any players from the okay, so we got Gary Trent and Scotty Barnes, okay? The minutes allotments, I'd expect these guys to, well, let me talk, since I'm right here, let's talk about let me just keep talking about the Raptors while I'm on the Raptors. Like I was saying, I'd imagine that they ramp up the minutes for these guys. I mean, I don't know. This will be the second game for them. First game was versus Utah. They blew them out. Gave them the bands treatment. Nobody played 20 minutes. A lot of people got double-digit minutes on this team in the first game, all right? So I don't imagine the injuries, who's in and out. See, they've added Otto Porter Jr. That was big. That was really big for them. I forgot who they else they had. They got the rookie. Yeah, so, they added. That was big. I forgot who else they added. I'll have to look into it. But either way it goes, yeah, that was really good for their bench, man. As long as Otto Porter Jr., if his ass can stay healthy, they still got Thaddeus Young. Yeah. Nick Nurse, he will go out there and run those players into the ground. That's one thing. So I don't know how he's, I got to wait till some news coming out. But like I said, neither one of these guys, neither one played 20 minutes. If we get news that they're ramping up the minutes, then I'm going to like Scotty Barnes over 8.5 points for sure. He almost got there. He took 5 shots. Nobody took over 5 shots except for Pascal Siakam in the starting lineup. He took 9. Out of the starters, nobody else took more than 5 shots except for Pascal Siakam. Like I said, Scotty Barnes went 3 of 5. Gary Trent Jr. went 3 of 5. If you think he's going to be hot from behind the arc, then you can take his point prop, but that's what he does. He shoots the 3. Fred VanVleet will go out there and make it rain as well. Fred VanVleet only played 9 minutes. So I wonder if he gets extra minutes Fred VanVleet only played 9 minutes. Justin Jackson played 15 minutes. Precious Achua had a decent game, 10 and 5. And Boucher, I think he fouled out, but he had 11 and 10. He might have fouled out. I don't know. No, he didn't foul out. He had 11 and 10 in 14 minutes. I just love Mr. Chris Boucher. All right, so yeah, man. I mean, I do have some interest in Scotty Barnes. I have some interest in that 8.5. Some interest. This should be a tougher matchup though, but we'll see. Hopefully, Boston is coming out there with the notion of playing their players, because they will probably see a little a better allotment of minutes. And speaking of Boston, yes, they did play versus the Hornets, busted them up 134 at 93. So they beat the shit out of the Hornets. So that's going to let you know a lot of stuff about the Hornets there. Brown and Tatum, Smart, Brogdon played 22 minutes or better. 23 minutes for Brown, 22 for Tatum, 22 for Smart, 24 for Brogdon. Highest usage players, of course, Brown and Tatum took 11 shots apiece. Tatum took 8 threes, Brown took 5 threes. And like I said, with usage like that, 24 points for Brown, 16 for Tatum, they got to be on, man. I mean, we've seen this the whole season. All right, 15.5 points for Brown, 13.5 points for Tatum. I need to see 23 or 24 minutes. That's a decent amount of minutes for you to be playing out there in the preseason. Can both of them get there? I mean, if one of them have an off game, your ass is toast. If you're taking them, I can see instances, even if the board fills up, I can see instances with all these other options. I can see instances where you can just say, fuck them, don't even play them. You know what I'm saying? Now, for you do got Horford, and then you got Robert Williams is hurt. Gallinari is hurt. So the bench doesn't look too sexy to me. You'll have somebody like, who's the starting five? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you'll probably have White coming off the bench, Pritchard coming off the bench, Greg Williams, Noah Vonleh coming off the bench. Justin Jackson coming off the bench. I guess versus the Charlotte Hornets bench. Versus the Toronto bench, from a betting standpoint, because the bench is going to play a big part in here. I don't know, man. I don't know. White should be carrying that torch on the bench with Peyton Pritchard. I don't know. Just something to think about when you bet in these games. We bet in these games because it's going to become time. Especially at the end of the game, mid-third, end of the game, it's going to come down to these benches, at least for these first and second games. So you gotta know, so you gotta know. So that's that. Next game we'll talk about is the Oklahoma City Thunder, Dallas Mavericks at the Oklahoma City Thunder. I don't think we're going to see any. I don't think we're going to see any Luka Doncic, and we're probably poised to see some. We won't see no McGee. I don't think we're going to see Bertans either. So Christian Wood possibly will get the start. Tim Hardaway Junior, got to see what's up with him. I'd imagine he's okay. Yeah, he's ready to go. So it's going to be interesting to see. I'm so happy he's back, man. So it's going to be interesting to see what the deal is here. Keep an eye out to see who they throw on the book on PrizePicks. Dinwiddie probably going to be in play. Definitely going to be in play. Just don't know what the minutes allotment is going to be like. So I gotta keep my eye out of Twitter here. I did see Jaden Hardy I did see him in the player pool. And he's somebody that the 9.5 points. Dorian Finney-Smith. I just need to see what the playing time is going to be like. Truthfully, that's something. It's doable, but I need to see what the playing time is going to be like. See who's going to be out there. See what the usage is going to be like. But take an educated guess for Dorian Finney-Smith. I don't have to get there. I'd imagine somebody like Jaden Hardy getting a decent amount of run. So we'll see. On the other flip side, Trey Mann, Josh Giddey. I do like these two guys here. It's unfortunate that we only have points out, but Josh Giddey will go out there and fill up the stat sheet. He almost had a triple-double last game. He had like 9 and I don't know. He had like 9. No. Yeah, I think he was one short, but probably like 9 rebounds or something. I can actually go look. I'm actually heading that way to look right now. But, and I capitalized off this game here. I hit a plus 650 on this game. Fucking with the OKC Thunder. I knew they were going to be scrappy like they always be. High usage players as of right now. Trey Mann took 11 shots. Giddey took 11 shots, bro. Both of these guys are in play for me for points. I can't talk you off the 11.5 or 12.5 for neither one of these guys, to tell you the truth, man. So it is what it is with that spot there. Phoenix Suns at Los Angeles Lakers. Phoenix Suns, they just got their ass beat up. And then, versus the 36ers, these motherfuckers, it wasn't even the 76ers. It was the 36ers overseas or some shit. But either way it goes, I got a quote from Gerald Bourriette from his Twitter, beat writer for Phoenix Suns, and he says, the biggest thing he's looking for in the Suns' second preseason game tomorrow is habit stamina. Sticking to their principles better than they did in the 36ers loss. Mentioned wrapping up the starters minutes a tad bit as well. So they're at the norm by game 3. So what that means to me is, wrapping up their minutes. They played like mid-20s, low 20s last game. I could get some numbers for you guys, like low 20s last game, something like that. And, so they can get to the norm by preseason game 3. So that's giving us further information that he wants these guys to be, at normal minutes or very close to normal minutes by game 3. And, that's where it's at. I mean, Booker played 22 minutes. Bridges played 22 minutes. Paul played 22 minutes. Cam Johnson, I'll be excited for him. He played 22 minutes. Aiden played 22 minutes. All the starters played 22 minutes. Campaign off the bench, Torrey Craig played 25 minutes apiece. We know Campaign can come out there and stroke it. Torrey Craig can play pretty well off the bench. Jock Landale, keep an eye out on Jock Landale. He's going to make an impact for this team. 22 minutes off the bench, 12 and 6. Landry Shamet, it is what it is. Damian Lee, new addition. They want him to be great. I don't fucking know what it is. Crowder didn't play. Dario Saric should be into the fold sometimes this year. That's the squad there. All right. DeAndre Ayton had a good game. Speaking of DeAndre Ayton, him and the coach are going through some things right now. But they should put that shit behind them. You could go see some interviews, whatever case may be, about what's going on between them. And then you got the Los Angeles Lakers. I just expect the Los Angeles Lakers to ramp up the minutes for these guys, Anthony Davis and LeBron James. I expect LeBron James to try to turn that shit around. I think he shot like 0 for 7 or some shit last game. And that was not ideal versus the Sacramento Kings. If I had to take a side in this one, it still would probably be the 7. It probably would be the Phoenix Suns. The Lakers, they're gonna have a shooting problem here. I don't see too many shooters here. I mean, you got guys like Kendrick Nunn. He could pop that thing. Um, you know, I don't know, man. The Reeves, I'm just saying, though. I mean, come on. Dennis Schroeder could get his own shot. He didn't play last game. Beverly, 12 minutes. I mean, I don't know, man. Yeah, LeBron James 0 for 7. No, none of the starters played 20 minutes except for Kendrick Nunn. Anthony Davis 11-11 and 15 minutes. Shit. Christie played 25 minutes, so they want him to be great. He's on the books. He's six. His point prop is 6.5. I can't talk you off of that. He went 2 for 8. Anthony Davis took 9 attempts. So yeah, I mean, looking at this here, looking at the board right now, Anthony Davis, LeBron James, Devin Booker. I didn't even talk about Jalen Williams from OKC. He's in play. Okay, he's in play. He's in play for the 8.5. Hardy, Josh Giddey. That's a 5 pick right there. I ain't even gonna lie. Those guys, very high usage players, detrimental to the, important players to their team. Alonzo Ball, Terry Rozier, we know concentrated usage. The ball's gonna be there. Chris Duarte, I got some love for the 11.5. And Buddy Hield, and everything else is not a mystery. It's just news driven. So those are some of the highest usage guys. Some of the guys I want to talk about, give you guys a little insight, whatever the case may be. Peace out, guys.